4 things you should know before selling your business. Hi, I'm Coyle, and I'm going to go over the hidden risks you may not have considered when selling your business. Coming right up. Before we begin, can I ask you to do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button? That'll signal to YouTube that this is good content and it'll help my channel grow. Thanks. Okay, mergers and acquisitions are complex and loaded with potential pitfalls and risks, especially if you're a seller. You're exiting a business you may have taken a lifetime to build. You're realizing the rewards of your blood, sweat, and tears that you've invested in your company for years, and now you want to take the chips off the table. Here are the 4 key risk issues you need to be aware of so you can walk away from the closing table with peace of mind and all the proceeds in your pocket. The first one is that buyers can claim a breach of contract for up to 6 years following the close of your deal. When you sell your company, you may think that your contractual obligations are complete once the deal closes. However, many risks in mergers and acquisitions come after the deal closes, and in fact, may not arise for many years following the close. The representations and warranty portion of the purchase and sale agreement hold you responsible for the statements, the documents, and the forecasts you made relative to your business during negotiations and the final agreement. If the buyer believes that you've breached any of these representations, a lawsuit can be brought. This is why buyers typically want to hold back a portion of deal proceeds, typically 10%, in escrow for a period of time, usually 2 years, as collateral. But your risk as the seller goes well beyond just the collateral holdback because you agree to indemnify the buyer for breaches of your representations, which put all of your deal proceeds at potential risk. At the very least, you've got defense costs to deal with. At worst, you're reimbursing the buyer for the losses that they've suffered and claimed against you. As I just mentioned, that could cost you the collateral left on the closing table, or worse, some or all of your proceeds. Not an event you want to have to think about, but it's a risk you need to deal with. Number 2, innocent misrepresentations can destroy a deal. Most sellers go into the sales process in good faith. They disclose all the facts, good or bad, that they know about, and are forthcoming with information when asked by the seller through the diligence process. So, what could go wrong? Well, innocent misrepresentations are the risk which can put a deal in jeopardy. Innocent misrepresentations is a statement by you, the seller, which is neither fraudulent nor negligent, but it's still untrue. How does that happen? Easy. You know what you know. But the business world is rapidly evolving and changing, which means you may have a blind spot you're not even aware of, whether that's changes in regulatory environment, internal issues, employment issues, etc. These accidental or innocent misrepresentations that buyers can claim against sellers after a deal is done and the seller would be responsible for. Again, that means expensive lawsuits. Number 3, what about D&O insurance? Doesn't that protect me from these kinds of lawsuits? This is a question I've heard from sellers when we talk about exit risks. And no, unfortunately, your directors and officers liability or D&O policy, even if you buy runoff coverage, will not protect you from these allegations. Why? Because most all D&O policy forms exclude claims which arise from contractual obligations, and the claims brought by sellers allege a breach of the reps and warranties portion of your sale contract. How about E&O insurance? Nope. Breach type claims would not trigger the E&O policy form either, in addition to having similar contractual exclusions. Number 4, what's the solution to assure a clean exit? M&A insurance. Yes, there is insurance for mergers and acquisitions, and now it's available in the small and medium-sized business market. M&A insurance, also known as reps and warranties insurance or R&W insurance, protects the seller for defense costs which arise from buyers' claims, as well as indemnification for settlements. This provides sellers 3 key features. The first is peace of mind, knowing that they are protected and that their deal proceeds are protected as well, should a buyer allege a misrepresentation covered under the policy. The second is that with insurance, the need for escrow is reduced or eliminated, and the seller walks away from the closing table with all their proceeds in the bank rather than held up in escrow. And finally, number 3, M&A insurance can help put the seller in a better negotiating position and maximize the sale price of the business. Want to learn more? Curious what it would cost to insure your deal? Let's set up some time to chat. A short 5-question survey is all we need to get a non-binding premium indication for you in just a couple of days. If you like what you see, a bit more underwriting is required, but we can accomplish that and in a few days have a bindable quote ready for your closing. My contact info is in the description box below, and it's also coming right up. Thanks for watching, and if this video was helpful and informative, please hit that like button. Thank you.